Hey everyone, how's it going? It is Chris here again, and today we are looking at what I have here for Compass Box. There are so many different Compass Boxes out there, and a lot of them are really, really, really hard to find now, and some of them are actually quite expensive, but they're all very, very, very good. We're gonna go dive into each individual one of them when we go to sample them. This is just kind of a show and tell right now, so just to kind of show you what I've got. And when we do sample them, then we'll delve right deep, deep, deep into these things. So I got these at kind of a lot of different places. The first one we got here is the Spice Tree from Compass Box. Really, really nice, nice and Scotch. And these are all blended Scotches. And when I first got into Scotch, quite a few years ago, and kind of evolved from rum and wine and that kind of stuff. You kind of, you only kind of want the best, that you can afford at the time. And I remember being at the LC once, and this girl was working there, and she was showing me this new Compass Box they brought in. I forget what it was called. The label looked really cool, and all the labels look amazing on these Compass Boxes. And I really wanted to try it, and I think it was like $120 or something back then. Which is nothing now for something like as good as that Scotch was. And I forget what it was, but anyway, it had a really cool label to it. It's all I can really remember, and I really kind of wanted it, but I turned my nose up at it because it's not a single malt. It's a blend, and like an idiot, I let that one go, and I really kind of regret it because I don't have it, because I recognize if I would have had it, but I just forget what it was called. I'll have to look it up. I know if I saw the box again and the label, I would remember what it was. So anyway, there's the Spice Tree, and I got that one when I was out in Calgary. I was out on a shoot for some distilleries out there, and I went to BSW, close to where I was staying in my hotel. It wasn't the airport one. The airport one is bigger, but I was just kind of on my way out, and I was at the airport one earlier, and but I was just kind of on my way out of town. I thought, I'm just going to stop in there and see what else they've got. And sure enough, they had the Spice Tree. So I picked this one up. Very, very, very happy with it. Can't wait to try it. I have tried most Compass Boxes in the past through friends of mine or liquor store tastings. So I've got a very good idea of what each and every one of these ones tasted like. Case in point, this one here. This is the Story of the Spaniard. Very cool looking box, and equally cool looking label. And I got this one here in Winnipeg at our local liquor store, very close to me, at the Sage Creek store. So like a 2-minute drive from my house. I live like 2 minutes from two really cool liquor stores, and very, very, very cool people that work there that have become actually very good friends of mine. So yeah, it's kind of sad though they know me that much at the liquor store, but we talk a lot, and we share stories and everything like that. So it's really good to have a guy there at the liquor store, or a girl. In case in point, I've got a couple people that are girls that work at some of these liquor stores, and they get to know me, and they know what I like. And sometimes they'll keep stuff on hold for you, or you go in there like, oh, we've got something in the back here for you might really like. So and they're just wonderful, wonderful people. So this is where I got the Story of the Spaniard from. Was from the Sage Creek liquor store. Let's go with let's try this one here. This here is the Compass Box Oak Cross, and I was in Calgary, and I was doing a shoot out there, and then and I brought my family with me this time. You know, they we went up to the into the mountains and looked around. My son had never seen the mountains before, so I was out doing some work, and they came out with me, and we were all hanging out and had a great time. And then when everything was all kind of said and done, and we were kind of going out of town, we thought, well, let's go up to the West Edmonton Mall. So we went up to the West Edmonton Mall, and in one of the liquor stores, I saw this bottle, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll pick it up. But then a couple other things kind of caught my eye, and I ended up getting those ones because I honestly didn't think that, you know, it was going to be hard to find the Oak Cross in Compass Box. And so I picked up a couple of those bottles instead, all happy. And yeah, this is a nice, really nice bottle here. And anyway, on our way back home, and I thought, oh, just for the fun of it, I will look up to see if they have a Compass Box at BSW, because we're kind of on our way out of town, right beside the hotel we're staying at, the one where I got the spice tree from. And the guy said, oh no, they discontinued the Oak Cross a while ago. That's a very hard bottle to find.
Serenity now! Serenity now!
Are you kidding me? Like, it was in Edmonton. It's like a 2.5 hour drive from Calgary. And I thought, damn it, like, I really wanted that bottle. And, you know, I have the absolute best wife in the world. She was like, well, we can just drive the 2.5 hours back up to Edmonton and pick it up for you. And I'm like, I'm not driving 2.5 hours just to go and get one bottle. Like, although I did think of it, I thought, no, I can't do that. I'll just languish in my stupidity and feel sorry for myself on the way home. And that's what I was kind of doing. And she saw that. And so we're cruising through Regina. We stopped for gas. And I thought, okay, I'm going to hit a liquor store here just to see if there's anything new and exciting in Saskatchewan. And I thought, well, I'll just go back into town. And as we're getting gas at the Esso, she looks over and she goes, oh, there's a liquor store right there. It's right close to the Esso. And it was a Sobeys liquor store. And I'm like, Sobeys has got a liquor store? Since when do they have that? And why don't we have that in Manitoba? And exactly, why don't we have that in Manitoba? But anyway, so I thought, well, I'll go in there. I doubt that there'd be anything in a Sobeys liquor store. Holy cow, was I wrong. I was like totally wrong. And so my son and I went in there. He got a couple bottles. I got a couple bottles, and this was there. And they had two. And I should have got the other. I should have got both of them, but I got one. I didn't want to be greedy in case somebody else was like me, all sad and upset. And then they have this super awesome wife sitting beside them saying, go to Sobeys, they might have it there. So I left that one behind. But I came out, and I think I was singing campfire stories about how awesome my wife Kathy is. I'm sure I was, because Ray was laughing at me, but he was really, really, really happy that I found it too. And I think he was the one who actually pointed it out. He says, Dad, is that the one? And I'm like, oh my God, yes it is. And so she's totally saved that whole trip. So thank you. This next one here that I've got is the Peat Monster. And I found this one at the same spot where I found the story of the Spaniard. And that was at the Sage Creek liquor store where my good buddy Richard works. So I got this one here, and that's a really cool looking bottle, and I do like peat. So that's a very smoky looking guy. So I was very, very, very excited to get that one. And as I was kind of researching the Peat Monster, I noticed that there was another version of the Peat Monster. This one is post 2019. So there's a couple, when we do these reviews, I'll I'll delve deeper into it. I don't want to waste your time on this one. But anyway, there's two scotches that are missing from this particular one because I couldn't get them anymore. So so this one's only got 3 scotches in it, and the one that is pre-2019 has 5 different scotches in it, and it is really, really, really hard to find. So I'm like, oh God, I really want that one too, because I think it would be kind of neat just to do a kind of a taste sampling between the 2 scotches. So when I was at the Sobeys liquor store where I found the Oak Cross with my son, they had the Peat Monster there, and I thought, okay, well, this is the new version, and the old one has kind of like a brownie box to it, and so we were in there, and I looked. Oh yeah, they got the Peat Monster there, like everybody's got it. It's like this is a brownie looking box and everything like that as well. So it's got a lot of browns and golds to it. Didn't think anything of it. And took a couple pictures of the inside there just to see if there's anything else that's kind of neat in there, and just kind of as a little reminder, and maybe a little souvenir of my trip out west. And I get home and I look and I'm like, son of a bitch! They had the pre-2019 Peat Monster there, and I'm like, oh crap. And then Kathy's like, well, why don't you drive to Regina? It's only 6 hours. And go and pick it up. Do a road trip. You're into road trips. And I'm like, yeah, I'd probably do that. So anyway, I had some good friends over, and we were talking away, and Court and Kirsten. And Court, he has a job that gets him to travel kind of all over the place. And so I was telling him about my misery and the woes of Chris and the stupidity of me. And he's like, oh, I go through Regina all the time. What do you want? So I took a picture and sent him the picture that I had. And being the amazing, awesome Court that he is, he picked it up. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, Court, you are awesome, my friend. Thank you so much. So this is the pre-2019 Peat Monster. And you could see the difference between the 2 bottles. So this has got 5 scotches in it. This has got 3. And they're both equally amazing. And I'm really looking forward to trying both of these and comparing both of them. So it pays to have really good friends, that will do stuff like that for you. And yeah, I really appreciate it, and the luckiness that I have with my wife, like, oh, just drive 6 hours to go get another bottle. Yeah, and and she's always up for a cool road trip, so we almost did that, but yeah, Court saved the day. So here is the differences in the 2 bottles here too. I'll show you. So you can see both the differences. And like a moron, I don't know how I didn't realize that this one was different than this one. But what happened was I knew there was a difference, and these bottles weren't in a box when I originally bought one from a different liquor store, and then I was at Sage Creek and I saw these ones in the box, and I thought, whoa, these are the ones that these are the old ones. And then I got home and looked, and I'm like, no, they're the exact same ones. So I returned the ones that weren't in a box back to the liquor store that I got them from, and I kept this one here that was in a box. So I'm very, very, very happy. And if I'm ever out again at the liquor store in Sobeys in Regina, I'm definitely going by there because they got some pretty cool stuff in there. And if they have any more of these, I doubt that they will, or if they ever bring these in again, I'll definitely for sure be picking up one of those. And the last of my compass box is the Orchard House, and I just got this guy in from BSW in Winnipeg. I made an online purchase, and it came in with I think 3 other scotches. So really looking forward to this one here as well. It's too bad it didn't come with a box, but that's okay. You can't drink the box, but you can drink what's in the bottle. So yeah, so really looking forward to this one as well. So these are my different compass boxes that I have. Really nice scotch. And the gentleman who makes them, I believe he's from America, but he is an absolute genius, and he comes up with the coolest designs on these bottles. And he says they're just as important what's in the liquid itself, you know, to have a really cool looking label to create the really cool experience drinking this really cool scotch. And he's very open with exactly what percentages of what scotch are blended together to create the scotches that he makes. So there's no hidden secrets or anything in these cool boxes and these cool scotches here. So yeah, I can't wait to get back into them. Like I said, I've had the Spice Tree. I've had the Story of the Spaniard. I have not had the Oak Cross. I have tried this Peat Monster, but I have not tried this one. And I have had one small sample of the Orchard House. So yeah, but that was these are all a little while ago, and not all at the same time either. So I'm kind of like looking forward to just kind of sampling them all at once and just kind of going through them. And it'd be really cool if you guys came along with that little sampling with me and give me your opinion on what you guys think of it as well. So I really truly appreciate you guys watching, and please like and subscribe. There's going to be a ton more content like this coming up, and thanks again, and have a really great day. Take care. Bye bye.